Katherine, you've had an exceptionally diverse and busy career, much of which has been conducted under the vicious eye of the Australian press. Before you decided to fling yourself into the nightmare of politics, you worked as a lawyer. So what was it about the young Katherine Deves that found herself attracted to the law?
So I actually came to the law later in life. I'd given birth to my two twins. Prior to that, I'd mostly been in the wine industry in Australia and the United States. But having two little girls, I decided I wanted to do something where I was going to be contributing to the community, to have a job where they could be proud of their mother. And I have a lot of lawyers in my family, so with 18-month-old twins who hadn't slept, I thought it was a great idea to go off and undergo a law degree. I had my third baby halfway through, and I worked in a law firm as a paralegal up until when I started practicing, and I was only actually admitted a couple of years ago.
Yes, well, I mean, after having that brilliant idea with three young children and let's throw ourselves into law, you went, okay, well, how about we try politics in New South Wales? That sounds like it'll be fun. And right at the beginning, it seemed that the whole thing was a bit of a nightmare when it came to politics in this state. Why did you decide to go there? I mean, did you lose your mind completely?
Look, I had moments where I questioned what I was doing, but I saw the state of politics in Australia, and I saw this debate, particularly around gender and the loss of women's sex-based rights, the intrusion into the family, the way our children were being targeted by those who want to indoctrinate them into bizarre ideas that divorce them from the reality of their bodies, and it really wasn't being prosecuted very well at a federal level. And I went and looked at the legislation with respect to the Sex Discrimination Act and realised they'd slotted gender identity in, I believe it was 2 days after my twins were born. And I thought that, someone needed to stand up and bring this argument to the people. And I'd been talking about it in the context of sport previously, because I think that's where the gender battle is most obvious, when we see giant biological males on the sports field, in the pool, on the podium with women, very unfair. So I'd stood up to criticise those policies, and I felt that, I'd been a Liberal voter most of my life, and I wanted to join one of the major parties to see if I could affect change from within. And obviously we've got Zali Steggall in my electorate of Warringah, and they kept asking for someone to put up their hand to run against her. And even though I'd been a member of the party I joined in years past, but obviously three small children, it hadn't really worked out. So I rejoined, and they kept saying, who wants to run in Warringah? And I thought, sure, why not? I'll put my hand up.
Yeah, that was a mistake, clearly. I mean, you seem to be one of those rare politicians that wanted to make an actual difference in the world, which is not common, I have to say. Now, that would explain why the press pounced on you so badly.